Hi everybody, one great resource that you may have left untapped yet is Nearpod. And this year we did purchase Nearpod for the entire district. So when you come to Nearpod, simply log in with Google and you'd be good to go, and I'm ready to access the content that's already made. And you can go to the Nearpod library for content that's already made, but you could also create custom content is also a great feature, which I'm going to show you some information on today. So once you're logged into Nearpod with Google, you're good to go. Another way to initiate that is from your Google Slides. So let's say we're on our first blank template of Google Slides and we're ready for Nearpod. Or maybe we have an existing Google Slide document that's already created that we've been using for years that we just want it to be more engaging. We want to use Nearpod as a student engagement tool, but also as an opportunity for us to gather data, formative assessment data, to make instructional decisions. And we can add Nearpod extensions in to make it more exciting for kids, virtual or in person. So here I am. I'm going to go to add-ons. So within Google Slides and add-ons, you'll see we have Nearpod. And what you'll do is just open Nearpod. And it has a nice pop-up window here that allows us to look at Nearpod tools and different strategies that we can implement right into our lesson. So whatever content we're delivering, maybe it's time for us to do some type of check-in. We want to get some information about our students and what they're understanding. So you can see there's audio options, so students can give us audio back as a way to assess their understanding. There's drawing, there's BBC Worldwide, the Collaborate board, which is one of my favorites, and you can see all these different matching games, memory tests, graphing calculators, polling, all these different strategies, time to climb, which is a game, all these different tools we can add in. So let's just try one. Let's say we do Collaborate, the collaboration board. And we can pick, different styles. You can do the classic cork board, which I like. And whatever our topic is, let's say we're doing the water cycle. I want to insert that little picture there in my topic. And I want them to add these digital sticky notes, as you kind of see in this example, to this activity. So explain the process and what you learned today. If I click save, this automatically integrates into my Google Slide now, and we're building a collaborative board within my presentation. So maybe I just did 2 or 3 slides of content and now I want to check for understanding. This is now here and good to go. Let's say I did another 2 or 3 slides of more content, and now I want students to experience something else through this Nearpod activity. Let's say I wanted to take them on a field trip. And this is an awesome tool for virtual reality. Let's say that I wanted to go to, we have some options. This one might be good for the water cycle because I see some different forms of water. This one has a great view, the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, that I can add in. And this Nearpod VR allows us to go on site here for this immersive experience, to look around. And maybe we're having discussion here now asking, okay, where do you see examples of the water cycle in action? What's happening here in this setting with water? And you could have a really good conversation around that. So some really cool tools. Now you can see that's kind of populating in. So it's a great option. And let's say we're doing more content after the Golden Gate Bridge example, and now we want to do a final quiz. Let's say we're done with today's lesson. We're going to insert a quiz. and we can insert our media. We can add videos, we could add audio, we could add images. All of that can be added to the quiz. It looks like mine is, I clicked it too many times. Let's have that load back in. Yeah, so you can add audio instructions as well. So if you have students that have IEPs, or you just want to level the playing field for everyone, and you want to give the directions in an audio file, you can read them aloud to the students, and you can ask questions here and get data about your students. So what are the phases of the water cycle? And then we could add our options here, and we can add as many as we want, and we can add all of these here, and then this little check mark just indicates which is correct. So we could do one of these type of questions, check all that apply, and then have that. And of course we have to add in just for the sake of this, I'll just leave it there, and we don't need all these choices. We'll just have those two. And this just gives you an idea of how this could work, in a virtual or in-person classroom setting. So let's say I built all my content, I had these Nearpod activities and assessments built in. Now I'm done, I'm ready to share it with kids. I want to put it in Google Classroom. So on the bottom right, save and go to Nearpod. Since we've already logged into Nearpod before, you can see mine is saving here. It will ask you again to sign in just to verify it's you. And you can see it's saving all that work we just did. Almost there. And then we can decide if we want to do this as a live lesson or a student-paced lesson. And you can choose if you want it live in Zoom or Google Meet. We could do that. If you want students pace on their own and turn it in, do that as well. Some really great options here with Nearpod. There's so much more to tap into this. This is just surface level, but I hope you're willing to give this a shot if you haven't done so already. And remember, we have the paid subscription for our entire district, which is a huge benefit, and we hope you're enjoying it.